want to call, that's okay. You can simply text back and forth with your lawyers. And the best part of it, it's free. You'll do anything with your case. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has 900 lawyers, 100 offices, 24/7 customer service staff, and they've recorded over $50 billion for law or go to thepeople.com/Jim. That's dial pound law or forthepeople.com/Jim. That's dial pound law or forthepeople.com/Jim. This is a paid advertisement. Credit Suisse CFO teams to hold talks this weekend on scenarios for bank. This is never good when you have a weekend meeting with people that are asking for scenarios. Credit Suisse will be holding meetings over the weekend to assess scenarios for the bank as it struggles to regain confidence from the market. People with knowledge of the matter say. And what this basically means is that you have, the CFO and people like that and the CEO, and they're going through the numbers and they're trying to formulate scenarios that may reshape the future of the bank. And they're not commenting on that, of course, but this looks a little similar to people in between writing about this. This is what happened to Lehman Brothers as well. Now, we have, as a country, and I want you to think about this over the last year because this has been the policy of the United States of America. The policy of this country, as I've talked about, has been basically a national suicide with regard to the Ukraine. Billions and billions, hundreds of billions of dollars to the Ukraine. Doing nothing but increasing resolve in terms of Russia. They're pushing Russia and China closer together, okay? Trying to sanction Russia. Russia then going, fuck you, we're just going to sell natural gas to other places like India. Ending up being kind of financially okay with regard to how Russia operates. The economy is much smaller than the United States, but they were pretty quickly were able to shore up their economy even out of the deficit We're now in a position where Poland is sending fighter jets to the Ukraine. We have a much wider war potentially going to happen right now. The United States is not only engineering, it is supporting, and this is probably something we either want to happen or God are the people running this country stupid, not thinking it would happen. I'm voting for the former. This is something we actually want to see happen. You also now have what looks pretty much like an economic collapse, or the best case of Fed correction, but really what's an economic collapse at home, because we are not, minding the store. We had artificially low interest rates for well over a decade, for the longest period really in American history. We enabled bubbles everywhere in real estate and tech and everything, and now those chickens are coming home to roost. There's bank runs. 550 million people have withdrawn money out of banks. These bubbles are bursting. The tech bubble, which has been the bubble that is probably the most obvious, the most reported on, is now bursting in front of your eyes, which is why Silicon Valley Bank, which is the startup bank, is collapsed. It's now in custody of the feds. And now we have other problems, Credit Suisse, First National Bank. This could be very, very ugly. All the while, we are continuing to write checks to support a war in the Ukraine between a regional conflict between Russia and over a few regions in the Donbass area. I think it's northern Ukraine. I don't know. And now, with the rhetoric of the Ukrainian leader, has become an all-out fight. Who's going to win, Russia or Ukraine? Which regime will get toppled first? And the United States of America is participating in that. We could not be in a worse position globally right now. We have Russia and China kind of working together. We have our economic power, the thing that we pride ourselves on. We are going to be seeing a massive reduction right now in our economy, a huge contraction, best case, obviously. It's not like 2008. The Fed can't do what it did then. It cannot infuse capital the way it did. It cannot go save the banks. It cannot save the entire financial system. We have spent years and years and years creating this problem. Everybody who's a lot smarter than me, people who understand this, not have been warning that this day will come, and it feels like this day is coming. I hope that's not the case. I only ask you to not kill me if you see me in the street. They're nice. You gotta keep cleaning them over and over and over. You gotta spray with the whole thing. But I'm just saying that we have a president who has dementia. He's in the cognitive decline. He's not running the show. The show is it's not political. It's not a political idea. I'm not like, it's obvious to anyone that Joe Biden is barely cognizant. Like, Joe Biden's family, we talked about this on the Patreon, but Joe Biden's family had some meeting in Nantucket deciding whether he was going to run again, and they all came to the conclusion that it was a good idea that he ran again. It's like, what questions were asked at the meeting, at the family meeting? Like, what topics of discussion were there to ascertain that Biden was good to run again? Like, that's a little wild to me, the idea that they're like, well, Pop seems good. He seems good. I mean, he's falling. He's tooling. So I think it seems like he can. So he's kind of, they're stuffing him. They're bringing him out. They're giving him the best drugs. He has to get into the States. But, because he's the system, right? He's the face of the way that we've been running this system forever, for hundreds of years. Joe Biden not a face of it. And what an appropriate face. That will face of someone who knows where the bodies are buried, who's elected, and is basically trying to put a face on American military policy, militarism, American empire building, and financial